The disappearance of nurse Emily Carter. In the small town of Maplewood, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, everyone knew Emily Carter, a dedicated nurse at the local clinic. Emily was known for her warm smile and unwavering commitment to her patients. She was the kind of person who would go the extra mile, whether it was staying late to comfort a worried parent or organizing health fairs for the community. One crisp autumn morning, Emily didn't arrive for her shift. When her colleagues began to worry, they reached out to her family. Her sister, Sarah, was frantic. "Emily always calls as she's running late," she exclaimed, her voice trembling with concern. As hours turned into a day, the town began to buzz with speculation. Local authorities launched a search, combing through the nearby woods and neighborhoods, while Emily's friends plastered flyers with her picture across town. Investigators initially suspected a random act of violence. Maplewood had its share of crime, but nothing like this had ever happened before. The news of Emily's disappearance sent shockwaves through the tight-knit community. Candlelight vigils were held, and townspeople shared stories of her kindness. But as the days passed, hope began to fade. The local sheriff, Tom Hastings, was determined to find answers. He started interviewing Emily's friends, family, and colleagues, searched for any clue that could lead to her whereabouts. As he delved deeper, Sheriff Hastings uncovered unsettling truths about Emily's personal life. It turned out that she had been facing challenges that few knew about. Her recent breakup with a long-term boyfriend, Jake, had left her devastated. Friends recounted late-night conversations where Emily expressed feelings of isolation and despair. Jake became a person of interest. When questioned, he seemed distraught but evasive. "I loved her," he insisted, tears in his eyes. "I would never hurt her." The sheriff noted his alibi. He claimed to have been out of town during her disappearance. Weeks passed with no sign of Emily, and the investigation stalled. Just when hope seemed lost, an unexpected lead emerged. A local handyman, Frank, who had been fixing up the old community center, reported seeing a woman resembling Emily arguing with an unidentified man the night she vanished. The description matched Jake, but also fit another person, a new resident named Mark, who had moved to Maplewood just a few months prior. Mark was charming but had a mysterious aura. Sheriff Hastings learned that Mark had a troubled past, including a history of violent behavior. As the sheriff delved into Mark's background, he discovered that he had been in and out of trouble in multiple towns, often leaving a trail of broken relationships behind him. In a shocking turn of events, a witness came forward claiming to have seen Emily with Mark on the night of her disappearance. The sheriff wasted no time in bringing Mark in for questioning. Under pressure, Mark broke down, revealing a complicated relationship with Emily. He had been infatuated with her, but when she expressed disinterest, things escalated. "I didn't mean to scare her," Mark confessed, his voice shaking. "But I just wanted her to see how much I cared." With this new information, the investigation took a darker turn. Sheriff Hastings obtained a search warrant for Mark's home, where they found Emily's belongings hidden away, her purse, phone, and even a necklace given to her by her mother. The evidence was damning. The entire town was glued to the news as the sheriff announced Mark's arrest. Yet, a lingering question haunted everyone. Where was Emily? As the community grappled with the truth, Sarah continued to hold on to hope. "She wouldn't just leave," she insisted. "Emily is strong. She will fight." Weeks turned into months, and just when the case seemed to grow cold, a breakthrough came. During an unrelated investigation, police discovered a secluded campsite deep in the woods, not far from Maplewood. There, they found evidence that suggested Emily had been held against her will. In a dramatic rescue operation, law enforcement located Emily, weak but alive. She had managed to escape and was found wandering the woods. The community erupted in joy, but the trauma of her experience left deep scars. Emily's return was both a relief and a reminder of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface of small-town life. As she began to heal, she also found the courage to share her story, raising awareness about domestic violence and mental health. Maplewood rallied around her, determined to support her recovery. The case against Mark progressed, but the emotional aftermath lingered. The community learned that even in the safest of places, darkness could seep in, and that sometimes the most unexpected people could be hiding the deepest secrets. Emily's disappearance had shocked Maplewood, but her resilience inspired them all to face the shadows together.